Last Thursday, my best friend almost died. My cat. He has really been with me through everything. The reason why I got him is because I was going through a lot of testing when I was younger to see like why I had like learning issues. Because if you don't know, I'm legally blind in my left eye. So we didn't know that at the time, so I was really struggling with a lot of things. And I was spending like hours and hours and hours at these buildings just testing. So my reward was, once they figured it out, I got a cat. So I got Moto. But there's actually a little more of a story. Like, I first picked out the cat, so we went to the shelter. There's like, I think there was like 8 Siamese cats and 1 tabby cat, and my cat now is Moto, and he's the only tabby cat like in that litter. But like, he was, I don't know exactly what happened and how they found him, but he was the only tabby cat or kitten in the litter. But initially I wanted a girl Siamese cat. So we picked the girl Siamese cat out, but the next day is when they were like going up for adoption. So my mom was gonna be the first person there, but there was someone already there, and that person was gonna get the girl Siamese cat that I wanted. So my mom didn't get any cats. So when she came to pick me up from school, I was so sad because I thought I was gonna see my little baby Siamese cat. So we went back, and my mom was like, look at that little brown cat in the back. And then we got Moto. So yeah, he's always had a really like deep place in my heart. When I'm really sad or if I'm crying, like he knows, like he'll climb on top of this fence like outside my window and like go on top of it and like meow and scratch at the window. And he really knows me very well. And we always had this really like tight connection. And he was my first pet, so like he always just will have a deep place in my heart. So on Thursday, we noticed in the morning, like I woke up to meow, meow. Like I'm not really good at making the meow sound, but like he was really, really loudly meowing. But like he gets in his weird moods. Like he's a very weird cat, honestly. Because sometimes he falls out of a tree, sometimes he'll eat like something on a rat that he's not supposed to eat, I don't know. But he eats a lot of things and he falls a lot. So like he's always has like mood swings. So we just thought it was one of those. But then I was doing school, and then I went to fit boxing, and my mom like texted me, she's like, I'm taking Moto to the vet right now, something's not right. And my mom told me like he was laying on my bed, and he like literally looked like his eyes were rolling back into his head. And that just like, she didn't tell me that over text because she knew I'd freak out. Like I was already freaking out. So I was just like freaking. Like I was just freaking out because like this cat is like my life. Like I've known him forever, and he's just like something that like nothing could ever replace. So my mom took him to the vet with my dad while I was still at fit boxing, and immediately the nurse just like touched his bladder and was like, something is not right, something's blocked. So like they take him back, and like he's back there for a half an hour, and the vet hasn't come back in or came back in. But then the vet comes back in 30 minutes later and says, we need to put Moto to sleep right now, or we need to pay $2,000 to save him with a surgery. But like the surgery was like 80% most likely gonna save him, so we weren't sure. And we really had no idea what was going on. Like the vet was really not informative at all. And then my mom was like, what's wrong with him? Like, what is this? So his urethra was blocked, and like his bladder got so hard that it was like the size of an orange, and it was like as hard as an orange. So it was really, really like painful for him. I don't know how we didn't notice, but like he was like laying down a lot, so like we just didn't see it and just weren't really expecting that. So my mom calls me, and I was already freaking out. Like my friend Barrett and Una were there, we were doing prayers. I was just like crying. I was just like, I was a mess, pretty much, like utter mess. And I'm like, I can't put him to sleep. Like we cannot put him to sleep. Like I will pay the $2,000 right now to save him. And I'm so lucky that we could do that. It's just like, I can't even imagine like if we didn't have money and we had to put him down. Like, I don't even want to think about that. Like, there's some people who have to do that, which is really, really sad. Because like honestly, I always thought it was weird when people spent so much money on a cat or a dog just to like save them. But like, it's so hard in that moment, and I still am so happy that we saved him and we paid to do the surgery. Like I get all stutter even talking about it, as you can see, but it was just so scary. And yeah, it was awful. But then he came back home, and he's now okay. He can now never have any food besides this one food for the rest of his life. Yeah, but he's doing actually really, really well. He's sleeping a lot, but that's okay. He's like almost 6 right now, so yeah, It was a really scary, scary day, and I wanted to share it with you. So yeah, I think I'm gonna let you go. Sorry for this pretty sad story. It really, like, it actually really stung to film this. Like, it's just, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and